هاردين ديما مكرينجيات. كارز المشوار. طلقنا الفراجات.
UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 24 wins, 5 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 184 pounds. Fighting out of Sydney, Australia.
تشوفهم بحكرة مخلوعين وماصات فهمتي. Whittaker.
And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a freestyle fighter, holding a professional record, 51 wins, 1 loss. He stands
اش كيدير؟
3 feet tall, weighing in at 180
هيدير شي بلان باينة.
fighting out of Auckland, New
هيدير
Zealand,
شي بلان هيدير شي بلان.
Nigeria, presenting the reigning, defending,
كتفرج في الانيم بزاف. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's 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 go. Here we go. Woo!
Israel Adesanya made his third successive defense against Marvin Vettori last June.
Let's go.
Try to make the fourth one tonight against the former champion Robert.
ترى خفت في بلاصتو ماس. ويدي ويدي. Oh my god. Let's
Is brought to you by Timex, official timekeeper of UFC. Timex watches have taken a licking and keep on ticking since 1854. And quickly to correct something I said earlier, 22 takedown attempts, not lands for Whittaker over his last 3. Landed 6 of them, but we'll see how much he chooses to
Oh, no.
risk here tonight and if that even works against the outstanding takedown.
Adesanya.
Well, he has to. And I think the key is
Adesanya.
taking him down in the centre of the octagon, running the feet through them. Against the fence, Israel, with his frame, because he's so tall, and because of his skill, is incredibly hard to take down. And if he is taken down with the fence, it's easier to get back up. But out in the centre of the octagon, if he can get him to defend some shots and then run through him, the takedown's going to present itself a lot easier. That said, though, Rob's got to be strategic. He's got to take his time. And he needs to have a different approach. Last time out, it didn't work.
Well, he already is more patient. And Adesanya's trying to draw his shots out. But as we saw earlier with Alberg, if you stay on your heels too much, they'll just pick you apart. But right now, Robert Whittaker's not rushing in.
اش دير ديك اللعبة
He's not overextending.
بحال باغي
trying to get
يعفط
to
عليه.
Adesanya.
Good jab from Adesanya. Whittaker landed the leg kick.
I mean, the problem for Robert is that there's a 7-inch reach advantage for Israel Adesanya. So getting on the inside is hard anyway. So it
Ooh,
would be easy
ooh,
for
ooh,
Israel to come
ooh,
to
ooh.
him and have Israel take away that advantage. Of course, you've got to slip and defend the shots coming your way. But if you can do that and then counter Israel,
Ooh.
well, could be very interesting.
It is such a nuanced striking approach from Israel Adesanya. Feints and reads and way over my head, a lot of it.
Come on, Joe.
Adesanya is constantly switching stances. He's never in one position too long. Off of strikes, he goes from southpaw to conventional.
And there's so many feints.
What?
Just a little twitch of the hips, pretending he's going to kick the shoulders.
Let's go.
That's what Robert was doing.
كهرب
Kind
بزاف.
of lunging in a little bit like that. Now and again's okay.
Yeah.
He was doing it too often in the
That's
first
one of
fight.
his best strikes, though.
Yes, the
That
left
little
hook.
leaping left hook, followed by the right over the top.
كيضرب برجلو
And
بزاف.
that right head kick as well. That was a solid calf kick. Rob felt that one.
And Izzy has been hammering that weapon through about 3 minutes here early in the fight. All right, Dean Thomas, what do you have, sir?
Well, if you look at Robert Whittaker, you can notice a heavy boxing influence in his stance.
Yep.
Every so often, he starts leaning over towards his right. So watch the left high kick from Israel Adesanya to keep him straight up.
يضربوا هاي كيكا.
There it goes right there.
And that's honestly why Izzy can land so many outside kicks. Because he's so turned and he's so boxing centric, it's easier to get to your target.
Ooh.
Early knockdown for the champ.
Oh my god.
Oh, look at him.
He's quieting down
As
the
a
crowd, right?
cucumber. He's like, calm down, Robert. I just dropped you. I mean, look at him. Now he's punking him. Growing in confidence. I mean, which is a scary thought. Israel is one of the most confident people on the
ثقة صاحبي.
But for a good reason. He backs it up. It's not all talk. The champion of the world.
لا 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 ما تلعبش معاه.
Sloppy takedown attempt.
ما تلعبش معاه بحكاك ما تلعبش معاه.
But I think that's okay, right? If you're Robert Whittaker, that's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
You got to give him the thought. Because Adesanya right now has gotten really comfortable with the stand-up, but he defended that takedown with no problem.
ايوه.
Whittaker
He
hit on the
has.
feint there.
I mean, this is what he wants. He wants Izzy to come at him.
Yep.
But he's got to
Go.
capitalize on it. He's got to make him pay.
I think
أيوة.
Adesanya did a good job of this, even in the Blachowicz fight. He was feinting him and setting him up, but just not taking
غيغيب غيغيب.
traps that
أي
he
غيب.
said he wasn't capitalizing on him. Tonight he has capitalized on him. I think Izzy feels like the threat isn't as great.
هذا ثانية مقودة.
Whittaker in front of him.
You know, it's an interesting placement on the kicks of Adesanya. It's more on the hamstrings. coming around.
لا 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 ما تلعبش معاه بحك.
But I tell you, every one of these exchanges is terrifying for Robert Whittaker because he's been dropped. I mean, the power of Adesanya
Let's go.
really is phenomenal.
Let's go.
Went to check that
La
kick,
garde
raised the
مزيان.
leg. Final 10 seconds of round 1.
Well, now he knows that Izzy can hurt him, so he's got to be very cautious in his approach. But you can't be so cautious that you're giving away rounds.
Yeah, exactly.
And that round was Israel.
Let's go,
Adesanya's
let's go.
round.
String. And now we're going to see the knockdown. Straight left, right down the middle.
نوكه.
Sits him down. And just so calm.
اوه.
I mean, Israel is looking fantastic.
كون جات فيه في المسوار.
Daniel, I must acknowledge how defeated Whittaker looks on the stool right now. He said something about the leg damage to his corner. I don't know that I've ever seen that look.
Well, he doesn't look. He looked discouraged the moment they turned to go back. The moment they turned to go back to the corner, he looked a tad bit discouraged. If he's going to have a chance, he's got to find some success, and he's got to find some success right away.
Well, it is demoralizing. You know, you train, you win 3 fights to get back to this position, and you get dropped in the first round.
اوه.
You know, it's like, man, I've got no answer for this guy.
Especially when you've been the best for a long time.
Yeah.
لا 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 لازم امشي بحكا غطيح هسه غطيح في هاد الراوند غطيح في هاد الراوند. Let's go.
Interaction.
فوالا.
Yep. Because when he stopped punching, Izzy still going. And that's where Izzy knocked him out.
That's what Rob needs to do. He needs to
Oh my
step
God.
shots to try and get on the inside with the hooks.
Well, that's when the takedowns will present themselves.
Exactly.
Off of Izzy's strikes. He's not going to just shoot and take him down.
هاي.
Now these corners calling for straight shots for Robert, but he doesn't really throw straight shots.
الجاب عنده ما كتوصلش.
To them all the time, other than the jabs.
Well, because he's slipping and moving in the most
الجاب
of his
عنده ما
attacks.
كتوصلش وما
The
قاصحاش.
head movement from Adesanya is a sight
Head
to behold,
movements.
and we did just get the quote from Whittaker on the stool, and it was about those leg attacks, and he said Adesanya knows how to attack my legs. He's doing it effectively. 12 already.
لا 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 لا.
It's impressive.
Some inside, some outside, and
هذا ثاني غيغيب وانا قلت اوف. او ماي جاد. اوه
He's having a better round so far.
اوه. لاحظت واحد البلان في ادesanya ديما كيضرب الشوط كحل
corner calling for a little bit of self-belief at this point.
كيجي مات. اوه وات.
Yeah, that was a real nice shot, and that will give him self-belief. That will improve your confidence when you start landing.
شكون انت؟
He didn't really land
Let's
anything significant, and he got dropped. But now he's working his way back into the fight. Certainly a better round.
ليتس جو. واو هاد المرة وحل ليه ما طاحش ليه بالزربة.
All right, here we go.
هي فوالا تشيك داون. ليتس جو.
Takedown for Whittaker.
He's trying to get that hand.
التشيك داون راه بحالها طيح وفهمتك عند النقاط بزاف.
Is he going to give up his back here?
ليتس جو تشيك داون هي تحسبت ليه.
Nicely done.
نايس نايس.
Look for Whittaker to go to the same takedown that Malkoun is using. If he can get his hands locked, try to step around the leg. Adesanya's doing a masterful job of putting him back in front of him.
But this is how he likes to defend takedowns, you know. I mean, he's a master of this. He's
Good defense.
For Rob, he's going
And Adesanya.
turn, pull him, drive him towards the center of the octagon. That's a different ball game completely.
What?
Dean will give the fighters a lot more time to work in the clinch than Dan Miragliotta, that I can assure you.
And you have to in this kind of fight. And this is Robert's strategy.
Adesanya puts him right back on his heels every single time. Controlling the center of the octagon.
And when Whittaker fought Darren Till, he did drop that first round before
مقود
coming out
مقود.
strong over the final four. So has had some success rallying this.
اوه دخلش.
I mean, the speed of that leg
Ah.
is ridiculous.
ما دخلتش.
And there's no tell. I mean, it just comes out, doesn't do anything to show it.
Let's go.
Nice jab and a
Voilà.
leg kick on the return from Whittaker.
فوالا. صعيب
Surprised we don't see a level change.
صعيب تلعب مع شي واحد طويل.
Throw in the shots and he's in close. Surprised we're not seeing a level change on a good old-fashioned double leg.
There's a massive threat, man, in the way that Adesanya
فوالا ديما ديك الليد عنده شنو.
rooted into the ground, looking like he wants
Let's
to
go.
It's
دخلت.
hard to think of even changing levels because you
Oh,
don't know what's
oh
coming
my.
back in your direction.
Oh no.
Look at
Lead
him.
leg, man.
Look, I mean, John, his posture is so much more aggressive than it normally is tonight.
And that dovetails with what he said all week. You know, that he was going in here with bad intentions tonight. This fight
10
already
seconds.
longer than the first meeting.
And that's something we anticipated. A much
Beautiful
longer
round
fight
والله.
between these two.
All right, 10 minutes in the books.
ناضي.
Right here you see Robert Whittaker. Little
Boom.
fade left hand
دخلت
there
شفتها.
as Izzy tries to enter. Level change when Izzy can't
Check
get to
down.
him. Allowed him to
تحسبت
get the
ليه.
takedown.
Let's go.
He didn't control him much on the ground, but then another jab by Robert Whittaker. A much better round by
Perhaps a little bit of a better visual there.
Ooh, nice.
Certainly at the end of
Mwah.
round one, it wasn't good. And as you said before, John, you know, they're trying to instill the self-belief back into Robert.
عرق.
Confidence is everything.
he seemed better
لا لا
in
Adesanya.
that round. But again, that comes from having success in round number 2.
Who do you think took that round?
لا هادي
And
Very close.
I think the
شنو هي هاديك اصاحبي قول لي شنو هي هادي.
won the round, but I feel
باش
like
هرسو.
Maybe we're making a bigger deal out of the
شوف
success
اش كيدير.
Rob had because he didn't get any the
because he
round
had
before.
none in round 1.
Zero.
So
Lagarde.
I still believe he won the round, but when you have success, you feel like you can go and do something more to build off of that.
هاك.
Whittaker a touch hesitant here early round 3. Hard to blame him given all the long-range weapons coming back. See some of the scorecards out there.
Ooh.
Nice little jab, kind of caught him coming in. Got him off balance. I don't like the way Adesanya's got those fingers out there.
No, no.
Herb should say something about that.
DraftKings Sportsbook saw a lot of late money come in on Israel Adesanya. Closed in the minus 350 range after being below minus 300 all week. Three and a half to go, round 3.
It's all very left-hand dominant. I'd like to see a right hand thrown in on the end of it. It's becoming a little predictable, just like the first fight.
You heard Herb Dean ask Izzy to put those fingers extended up and not straight ahead.
واح. ناري يدير سمعت رفيقة هذه.
Sounded like Izzy's was more powerful though. You heard that one.
Yeah.
صرفقوا. ناضي. كهرب بزاف.
Adesanya has so many tricks to make you engage, right? So it's shoulders, it's hands.
يلا.
There's a lot of
آه.
things that he does.
كنت غتحسب لي واحد شيك داون أخرى.
Great defense.
It's outstanding.
Yeah, no, fantastic defense.
Because Whittaker beat him to the hips.
Oof.
Whittaker actually beat him to the hips, but Adesanya was able to defend. Again, his confidence at 185 is through the roof. And it's showing in his performance. And honestly, Robert Whittaker's showing a better version of himself than he did first night.
Oh, listen, it's the very first fight. I mean, it was a big first round, but 2 and 3.
أي ولا تشيك داون أخرى.
That's big for Robert.
Let's go.
Made a mistake there.
غيحيد لي إيدو
When he fought Bohovic, he was almost
لاصق فيه.
okay with being on his back. But in this fight, he is getting up to his feet so fast.
Let's go. ضربوا بجوج تشيك داون. غتحسب ليه راه دير لي الراوند اللي قبل هادي وهذا الراوند.
And control this position.
I mean, we've seen these positions here. Izzy is able to defend all of them, able to get back to the feet, able to, use the hips to stay on the feet. And that wasn't the case against Jan Blachowicz. And we've got to factor in Robert used to be a
أو غيكا.
could probably fight at heavyweight if he wanted to.
صرفيقة.
He's a big guy.
Well, Jan was taking him down in the middle of the ring.
Yes,
in the
correct.
octagon, too.
Joe Rogan just texted me and Daniel that Izzy might have hurt his right hand. He keeps pressing his glove with his left hand, and I did just notice him do that a second time, and when he went to post with the right hand, appeared to do so gingerly. So we'll keep an eye on that, and he just did it again, or so it appeared. There's the jab of Adesanya.
Well, you see if Adesanya becomes super...
ماري عوجو.
Whittaker took a look up at the clock.
.30 seconds now to go in round 3. Whittaker 2 for 5 on the takedown front.
I mean, Rob's doing a good
كرجع
job. He's just a
بزاف.
little behind.
هذا ثاني كرجع بزاف. كيهرب.
Well, he just can't build momentum. Right here.
زقلو. بحال هكا طيحوا في الأول الماتش الأول ديالو.
He's becoming too predictable with the left hand, though. He's got to throw something
Yeah.
else. He's got to put a right hand together, right hand left up.
These last couple rounds have been much better for
Yes.
Robert Whittaker.
Oh, for sure.
كيعرض عليه. That's fine.
So a sense of urgency in the corner of Whittaker, calling for the blast doubles. Easier said than done, though, my friend.
Ooh.
Was happy with the round. Izzy felt like he hurt Robert's leg, so look for him to attack that more.
موفمون عنده زوين.
Body kick partially lands for Adesanya. Once again in perpetual motion when it comes to his footwork, his stance. Whittaker moving pretty well despite the aesthetic damage on that lead leg. Oh,
كيما كيعوجو.
That was some good dirty boxing.
اوه اوه ماي اوه اوه
Nice knee there
اوه
by the champion.
Yeah, I keep saying it though, but he's got a left-hand dominant. So much of it seems to be his only attack. He's got to change it up. Whereas Israel is just a variety of the attack.
اش كتهرب علاش؟
Where it's coming from, it keeps you guessing. Punches, knees,
كيهرب
kicks.
بزاف اصاحبي.
Dean Thomas, what do you have?
Well, Mike, you're 100% right. He's left.
فوالا تشيك داون اخرى. ليتس جو 3 تشيك داون مزيان. ليتس جو ليتس جو. اوه ماي اوه 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 اوه. لا غيحيد عليه. شد لي ايدو شد لي ايدو. نايس نايس ناضي. ثانية غادي تنوي دابا.
Well, he's just had a big explosion, a big effort. You know, probably wants to take a few breaths.
To pull the belt off of the guy.
اوف
To get a belt off of Adesanya, you are going to have to give
عود.
those big efforts back to back to back.
Yeah, that's it. Constant attacks, varied attacks.
Because he's not stopping, right? The moment he gets back to his feet, he goes right back to work. He gets right back to the pressure.
Whittaker has settled in, if nothing else, as we cross the midpoint of round 4. Certainly has had some moments as this fight has drawn on.
He has.
He's had a lot of good
Voila.
moments, and it's a close fight.
It
But
really is.
Is winning every round, though. I think it's 10-9 every round to Whittaker. Sorry, to Israel, pardon me. But, you know, it's close. But it's not enough to take the belt from him.
Nice work with the jab by Whittaker. Adesanya returns and appeared to land under 2 now to go in the round.
I mean, I'm not sure who the judges are, though. Is that other guy on?
He's done for the night. He's done for the night.
Whittaker wins every round. 10-8.
اوه دخلت.
Little jab. Look at that.
نايس.
Eating that leg up, man.
اوه
Adesanya did throw that right hand, but seemingly something going on there.
He threw it and hit Whittaker on the shoulder.
اوف
That's a good
uppercut.
shot by the Reaper.
Little uppercut in tight, dirty boxing.
Yeah.
دابا
Whittaker has
دابا 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 دابا
better late in this fight.
كرجع بزاف.
Only round that he was out of it or it didn't seem competitive. was
كيضرب
round
سكيف
one.
روميز ويضرب.
Every other round had
تبقى راجع.
good moments by each guy.
Nice
اوه
double jab. I mean, listen, I'm talking about the left hand. It's a very good weapon of Rob's, and he is dominant, and that's his best shot. But you can't go out there and beat a guy like Israel Adesanya.
تشيك داون اخرى
You've just
مقدر عليه انت سير.
You know, you've got to have a more varied attack.
نضرب ليه شي تشيك داون.
Of course, and I know he's trying. I'm not trying to sound critical.
Yeah, Mike, I'm telling you, man, some of these rounds
كيفكر شنو غيدير.
really close.
No, they are.
And Israel Adesanya is
البو
fighting
البو.
exactly as he needs to, but by Robert Whittaker taking that more cautious approach, he's kept himself into the 4th round now, about to be round 5.
But Robert should have pushed forward there when they separated. There's a good round.
اوه ادخل لي ايدو ايدو
Whittaker
ما دخلت.
wisely raises the guard. 20 minutes
تقول
down.
تقول.
5th and final, as they say. 5 minutes to decide the UFC middleweight championship. And Michael, the Whittaker corner agrees with you. They want that right mitt.
Well, they need something. They need takedowns. They need right hands. They need, ultimately, a stoppage in round 5 if Whittaker's going to win this. I've got Izzy ahead on every round. Very close, as we said. 10-9 was the first round was a good one. Since then, Roberts closed the distance, closed the gap, but still not enough.
اوه
Adesanya, minus 750 betting favorite on the live odds at DraftKings Sportsbook right now. Double jab there from Whittaker.
We're in the round 5 now, in a fight where the rounds have been close. Robert Whittaker has done a lot of good things
لا يغيبوا دابا فهمت.
since round 1, but Israel Adesanya has completely stayed
Si.
true to who he is. A lot of kicks.
Oh.
Well, he's passed the test.
But here's another nice jab by Whittaker. So it's like they're kind of
غيربحوا واقيلا.
at this point. This is a hard fight to judge.
I mean, listen, when I say he's passed the test, I mean, Whittaker spoke to us this week. He's talked all about wrestling. That was a big emphasis, big part of the game plan. Said he's hitting the canvas, and ultimately he has it, you know. And Rob, let's be honest, you know, takedowns were a big part of this training.
دخل.
And he hasn't been able to execute.
هذيك اللقطة
And
دخلت.
that's because of Israel Adesanya, because of his speed,
تفكر
his
بزاف.
timing, his distance, his range.
His preparation.
Yeah.
He was prepared.
Preparation.
Right now, right? He seems as though he's prepared well for Robert Whittaker. But
Oh.
like I said,
ناضي.
you don't know how these
اوف. واو. ولا الجاب. كوكا عندك نشحدين ديالي. نعلق الشتو.
Adesanya measured as he works his way into range. We'll see if Whittaker tries to change levels here.
مشيتي كدا ومشيتي كدا.
Adesanya's doing a good job of defending, but Whittaker giving him that takedown feel again is a very positive thing, even though he didn't get it.
والله تا كيوصل ليه لوجهه بال.
Stop. Are you okay? You need time. Time.
One of the reasons Rob hasn't had as much success is because he's having to shoot off of his back foot so much. If he could go forward a little bit, I think the wrestling would be more effective. But he has gotten takedowns.
Adesanya has said forget with the finger warnings. He just closes.
Adesanya ثقيلة.
Again, pressing on it.
فكرش بزاف. فوالا. تشيك داون اخرى زيد. ها هي 3 ديال التشيك داون. المهم كتحسب. هيد موفمنت.
Fighting the hands, trying to separate the grip.
Well, he's got the lock hidden on the far hip, so it's harder for Israel. Now Israel's moving that lock back inside, where he can start to attack the hands. He's done this twice. The moment
هز الاخرى.
he lets go, he gets back to his feet.
ركبة. اوه. هولي امو. واو 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 واو.
Come on, give me another.
Well, when they say it doesn't hurt, generally they feel something.
Whittaker 4 for 8 unofficially on his takedown attempts.
واو.
The right hand was open again. I hate to sound like a broken record.
I feel like Whittaker isn't throwing that because
غيربحوا في راسك. إلا دازوا النقاط غيربحوا. أديسانيا غيخسر إلا داز النقاط. والو ما تحسبتش. ما تحسبتش. ما تحسبتش التشيك داون.
Now you're looking at a fight that could come down to one of those middle rounds being scored however it was seen. But honestly, here in the crowd, this is exactly what this fight needed to be in order for Robert Whittaker to have a chance.
Oh, 100%.
It needed to be one of those fights that wasn't very fun.
I said Adesanya's probably one of 2 the best strikers we've ever seen. You know, formulated
Woo!
which is standing toe to toe. You want to slow him down.
فاك ما نوضوهاش.
Take him down. 10 seconds, Rob. Just let go and swing. Come on. Because even if he gets the takedown now, what's the point?
ما نوضوهاش.
Nice to see them bury the hatchet, so to speak. Israel Adesanya and Robert Whittaker in the rematch. go the full 25 minutes.
Very curious to see the scorecards.
Dude.
That's great. That's awesome. Love to see it.
I would argue Whittaker's best round was certainly the 5th.
Yep.
But I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of scorecards had Adesanya winning rounds 1 through 4.
Correct. I think 49-46, Israel Adesanya, very dominant in round 1. Rob, there's some more leg kicks from Izzy. I mean, Rob's going to be sore tomorrow. There's another one of the takedowns for Rob. Timed that well. 4 takedowns for Robert Whittaker, ties the most against Israel Adesanya in this weight class. So, great work by Rob. Definitely a better attempt than the first fight. There's that left hand again. Nice body kick from Israel. I mean, it was a very, very close fight. Robert clearly looking for the takedown. Round 5 was his best. He received some of the takedown and grappling action. Robert putting on a lot of pressure late in the round. There's one of the best shots that he landed. That was a flush left hand. You see the reaction from Izzy. Very interested in his scorecard.
Izzy came over to the broadcast table, gave himself 6
غير بح والت سميتو هو تشكر غير بح واتشكر زوين فاك اداسانيا غيتحيد لي الحزام ديالو 46 47 هولي شيت سكور هو علاش علاش